Yo, what's up? This is the first video of many where I will just be talking about singing insights that I have made as someone who is studying singing from a college of music. Now, on to what I would like to talk about today. Today, I learned about the relationship between head and chest voice. What is the difference, right? Who knows? I know. So, put in very basic terms, our voice has two ways of getting higher. One way is lengthening the chords. Imagine these are your vocal cords. You go lengthening them or tilting them. Now we have two sets of muscles that either do the lengthening or the tilting. The tilting one is what creates head voice. That's why we call it tilt. Whereas when you get thicker, you call it chest voice. You have a lot of people talking about different labels for these things. There's M1, M2, there's freaking other schools of thought. But I'm using the common nomenclature, so don't come after me for it. Why do we get head voice and chest voice breaks? Like, ah, you know, like you're trying to go for a note, but you can't quite get it and you flip into your head voice. Why does that happen? Well, I want to first off start by saying that when you have that happen to you, it's not because you have bad technique, okay? I want to make that clear. Technique is the way you sing and how you progressively make it more efficient throughout your life. You're going to go through a bunch of different voice teachers in your life. You know, you're going to improve and take different things from each one of them. You don't have to take technique as the problem. What the problem is that one of your muscles, aka the thing we just talked about, the one that either lengthens it or tilts it, those two muscles, one of them is weaker than the other. And what must we do? We must strengthen the weaker one. Think about it this way. Both of these sets of muscles are working always while you're phonating. Even like right now, I'm using them. Right? Right now it's probably like 70-30. 70 the thick lengthening versus the thin tilting. Thin tilting 30%. And I'm more thicker now because I'm in chest voice. Okay? Now, if you were to crack on the way up on a high note, like, ah! I can't really crack right now. I'm pretty warmed up because I've had a pretty long day, but I don't know how I would simulate a crack. This is going in the video. I don't care. I'm not editing this. Okay, there we go. So if you had something like that happen to you while you're trying to reach a high note, it's because one of your muscles are weaker than the other. Think about it like two people trying to lift up a couch, okay? If one dude is stronger than the other and one dude is weaker than the other, and the other strong dude is like, come on, dude, let's go. And then the weaker dude is like, I can't keep up. Right? The weaker dude is your chest voice. I just hit you, I'm sorry. The weaker dude is your chest voice, while your head voice is this like stronger dude that can take it while we're up there in that note area. So, actionable step, what you can do to overcome this. I took notes from my class today. Time to read them. Well, they're both muscles. So, we can take what we know from, if you lift, you will know this progressive overload. You got to overload both sides of the equation. What that means is trying to just, while you're warming up, when you're doing your sirens, instead of flipping, when you're all the way up and down, going to, right? I flip and I do the whole thing. I focus on the bottom and top half. So I try to remain light in the top half of my chest voice just so that I am pushing my limit there and understanding how to use it there. Because when you get to higher areas in your register, you're gonna start to feel things differently while you're trying to bring your chest voice up there. And it'll start blending a little bit less. Like, you know that ratio I talked about? It's constant. It never goes away. Both of your muscles are always working. And when you get to that point, you learn the interplay between them. But you need to approach it lightly and from a relaxed position. So I'm gonna just demonstrate, okay? This is me doing chest up. Also, I'm sorry for that beeping. I just realized I'm gonna go replace the battery, okay? I'm around there where I'm like approaching the end of my chest mix, and it's gonna breach into my head mix. That's where my level at right now. But for you, it might just be you bringing up your chest voice and seeing how light you can keep it. I did start in a mix. That is my bad. I could start from chest. Yeah. No, I need to warm up way more in order to do that exercise for myself right now. But you hear that, right? Like where I'm cracking. That's where I need to work. For you, it might be lower, but we take it up, progressive overload, right? We got this, okay? End of explanation. Now, what I'm gonna do with this channel is, if you want to follow, there will be more singing tips, more observations that I've made. I'm planning to turn this into a sort of like community for singers. Comment below if there's any video you want me to make, bro. I will make video. If you just make the comment, I will do it. Just make sure it's singing related or mindset related. If you ask the right question, I'm gonna be a little bit picky, not gonna lie. I'm like busy. After all, I'm doing stuff outside of YouTube. Hopefully I'll be doing more stuff with YouTube in the near future. Wow, this was a yapathon of a video, bro.